WWE and ESPN just revealed a groundbreaking announcement. Also, in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about MVP AEW Backstage Heat. And yes, we are going to talk about some huge news surrounding WWE and Netflix. If you guys want more videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button. This way you never miss a video on the channel. I'm going to keep you updated along the way for everything. Today's a big day for streaming, but it's very big for WWE Unreal. Because WWE Unreal has officially cracked the top 10 on Netflix, but not just for America or not just for North America, but for the global Netflix application. So this means WWE Unreal is now in the top 10 globally surrounding Netflix. Now, keep in mind, Netflix has almost like 400 million viewers globally. And so obviously with WWE programming being on there, this was a big test to see how content outside of the ring could actually be like viewed and whether or not people would actually enjoy it or people would actually watch it. And well, the truth is people are watching it. The show accumulated 2.3 million global viewers and 10.7 million global view hours on a total runtime of 4 hours and 41 minutes. And well, it's a huge international success. Netflix is incredibly happy about this. They've revealed the numbers. That's why people know about this. But it just goes to show you that WWE on Netflix was the right decision, right? And for WWE and Netflix specifically, there's a lot of rumors about more content coming to Netflix, more original content coming to Netflix. And the big thing about WWE Unreal is the fact that WWE Unreal is now in a situation where potentially season 2 could come, maybe even a season 3. But not only that, Netflix might want to tap into more WWE content in general. And yes, WWE Raw is obviously a big success for them, and they're very blessed and very happy with their partnership. They have spoken publicly about this, which is amazing. You know, that's the kind of stuff you want to hear. You want to hear of TV partners being happy with the show because obviously you don't want to get it canceled. But I just think this opens up an array of options for Netflix and WWE's partnership, especially later on in this video. We're going to talk about the new WWE and ESPN deal, which, as you guys will come to find out, WWE is working with multiple TV partners, which is a very big deal. And the strategy is very bold. But if WWE continues to be a success like this, they are going to continue raking in the money, which is exactly what we are seeing firsthand right now as it stands. WWE has a hot product. It's a hot commodity. But what's really interesting is the fact that the numbers and the viewerships and the overall interest continues on such a high level. I want to turn our attention really quickly to AEW and more specifically MVP. I just want to preface everything I'm about to say here. A lot of people are going to be upset about this. I'm not. So there is a story that happened to be a rumor, and then Fightful Select came out and basically confirmed what was true and what wasn't true. Now, the situation at hand, long story short, is that MVP has backstage heat within AEW. And the reason for this is because apparently MVP kind of taking advantage of creative control. Now, the situation here is that MVP has reportedly rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and the Hurt Syndicate have creative disagreements with how to become utilized. Now, the report claims that several talents have expressed that MVP has heat with them, and it is very well known that there is issues between talent and MVP, one of them being Speedball Mike Bailey. Now, internally, there was some stuff that was talked about, you know, as far as the Hurt Syndicate dropping the belts to FTR or maybe dropping the belts to Swerve and Ospreay. And basically, the report suggests that they're saying no to this kind of thing. But I'm not mad at it because while FTR is great and Swerve and Ospreay are great, MVP wants the Hurt Syndicate to drop the belt to like up and coming tag teams. They want to drop the belt to Gates of Agony, the Outrunners, Private Party. Like they want to use that opportunity as a way to help make new stars in this tag team division. And so, yes, I don't think it's a good thing for Tony Khan to like allow this to happen. But at the same time too, what is happening is something that I find acceptable. Tony Khan should know better. You want to put the tag titles on FTR, you want to put the tag titles on Will Ospreay and Swerve. My brother, you have a tag team division that hasn't really been a focal point, and the Hurt Syndicate are coming in and they're willing to do something to help make new stars. I'm sorry, but I'm going to defend that. So apparently MVP has this backstage heat and the Hurt Syndicate have this backstage heat. And I don't think this is a negative story at all. I think what this is, it's unfortunate because I don't think it's that big of a deal. If they want to put over up-and-coming tag teams and they're saying no to other stuff, I think that's fair and reasonable. Tony Khan, as a creative guy, as the owner of the company, should realize that's a good thing. Gates of Agony have been with the company for a long time. Why haven't they been built up? They're a really credible tag team. The Outrunners, very good tag team. So it's just a very funny situation. I don't think it's that deep of an issue, but apparently MVP has backstage heat. Who knows how long this relationship will last? And that brings us to our final topic. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE and ESPN basically went crazy this morning because they just revealed a $1.6 billion deal for 5 years, which is absolutely insane. WWE pay-per-views are leaving Peacock in 2026, and instead, they will be moving to ESPN's new direct-to-consumer app in 2026. So, here's the thing. Let's not get confused. Right now, there's an app that exists. It's called ESPN Plus. I don't know, you pay $9 to $15 a month for it. That's not what this is. ESPN is launching a new app, just simply called ESPN, and it's going to cost $29.99 a month. And the way that it's going to work is it's going to have the NFL Network. ESPN just bought out NFL Red Zone. So it's going to have NFL, or not Red Zone, but they just bought out NFL Network. So they're going to have NFL Network. They're going to have their hockey. They're going to have all their sports stuff, everything that ESPN has. But now you don't need a cable subscription. In addition to that, though, you're going to get WWE's PLEs on the app, and that's the move. Now, this is a very interesting situation. It's a lot of money. WWE they basically doubled their value of what they were getting paid for from Peacock, honestly. So this is a huge increase. But basically, WWE's moving to ESPN in 2026 for all their PLEs. That means WWE PLEs will no longer be on Peacock. Instead, on Peacock, you're just going to have SmackDown, which is fine. Not a big deal. However, a lot of people are calling this WWE corporate greed. Yes, they're a business. They're trying to make a lot of money. That's exactly what they're doing. Now you're going to pay for a subscription for ESPN. You're going to pay for a subscription for Peacock. You're going to pay a subscription for Netflix. And thankfully, NXT on the CW is free. But my point that I'm making is you're going to have a lot of different subscriptions to watch WWE. I don't mind WWE partnering with ESPN, right? I've actually predicted this years ago. I said, guys, I think it's very likely that pay-per-views will move to ESPN. It just makes sense under TKO for that to happen. I did not think it's going to cost $30 a month. That's crazy. We still don't know at this time if pay-per-views will cost additional money, which I don't believe will be the case. I think we'll be fine there. But what happens to the tape library that is currently on Peacock? We have no idea. We have no idea. As always, you might think I'm supporting this. I'm one of those guys. I'm a big believer in physical media. I prefer DVDs and Blu-rays. Why? Because you can't have it deleted off the server. They can remove, edit, do whatever they want while it's online. But if you have the DVD, they can't mess with this. So I always support physical media. And more than ever, if you have the physical media, it's probably a good idea to keep it because nobody knows what's going to happen with the tape library. Final thing I'll say, pay very close attention to WWE's AAA and pay attention to TNA. Do not be shocked if you hear Peacock announce one of those two, maybe both, we'll see. But don't be shocked. There's more coming, and I'll leave it at that.